Assalamualaikum, dear audience. Today we are going to discuss the PTE Read Aloud, Mastering Oral Fluency and Pronunciation for a Perfect 90. So let's get started. The key aspect of Read Aloud is understanding the task, the first and most critical task in PTE speaking, as it contributes a lot of marks to the speaking module, setting the tone for your entire exam score. To attempt PT properly, you need to be very good at time management. So read the passage in 30 to 40 seconds, scan the text and identify difficult words. Words that you fumble, you have to skip them. Otherwise, you will lose marks for fluency. Recording time is 30 to 40 seconds to read the passage clearly into the microphone. And the placement of microphone is equally important. And there are 6 to 7 questions of read aloud during the test. If in 3 seconds you're not able to speak, so the recording will stop automatically. Be very careful with the tech equipment while doing read aloud. Breakdown will be as such: oral fluency will give you 5 points, pronunciation will give you 5 points, context will give you 5 points. If you make any fumbles or you get very nervous during your delivery of the dialogue or the passage that you're given, you will lose marks in speaking. In speaking, oral fluency, pronunciation, and content will give you equal marks. So you need to practice on the apps that I already mentioned in the slides. The apps are APUni and Language Academy. Any one of them will work for best for you. And also, pro tip is practice by using a headset with microphone. The three key pillars of scoring well in Read Aloud content is accuracy of every word, no omissions, no additions, no replacements of the text. Oral fluency is a smooth, effortless, natural rate of speech without hesitations or false starts. Pronunciation is clarity and precision. Speech must be easily understood by a regular speaker of English. So आपके accent पे आपके marks नहीं कट होते, बट आपकी pronunciation और oral fluency proper नहीं है और आपने content miss किया है, this will make you lose marks in read aloud. Attempting the speaking module, you need to maintain a steady pace. You don't have to speak too fast or too slow. Your speech should be understandable by the English speaker, and that's how you will gain the right marks for your fluency. Divide the passage into small chunks, group of words into logical phrases based on meaning to maintain the flow. If you divide the sentence, like for example, if I say group of words into logical phrases, I take a small pause and then based on meaning to maintain flow. So that's how you can do the read aloud. Ignore errors. If you mispronounce a word, keep going. Correcting yourself kills your fluency score. If you make an error, you just skip that word or you don't correct yourself, just maintain your flow and then move on. Constant volume, maintain a consistent energy level from the first word to the last. I know this seems a bit harsh and too critical for a new beginner that is preparing for PTE test. You need to achieve this with consistent practice, and it is totally achievable. The PTE examiners don't judge you on your accent, your pronunciation matters. So clarity is king. PTE accepts all regional accents, Indian or Chinese, because these people have a very different accent than a conventional English speaker. They only care if the vowels or consonants are distinct and the word stress is correctly placed. Focus on enunciating the S, ED, and ING endings of the words, as these are frequently missed by the system. Essential gear and tech tips. Mic positioning matters a lot when you're doing your speaking module, and try to train your brain in such a manner that you're not affected by noise because it is noisy in the exam environment. So, mic position, the mic should be parallel with your nose and mouth level to avoid popping sounds from breathing. Finish early, like when there's a segment where you have to speak for 40 seconds, you should be done by 30 seconds or maximum 27 seconds. Ignore the noise. You have to train yourself and practice in a noisy environment, because when you're doing read aloud and describe image and speaking module tasks, there will be a lot of others aspirants who are taking the test. They will be also doing your speaking module. So it will be noisy in the exam environment, and repeating this, and you won't be able to catch up with them, catch up with the questions if you're practicing in a very quiet environment. It will be not good for you. If you have any questions, you can contact me on my email ID provided in the slide, and practice on the apps that I already mentioned for tracking your progress. And also, I'll give you another tip. You can practice read aloud by reading newspapers. It is also very helpful. Dedicate at least 10 to 15 minutes per day while reading your paper. It will give you an idea about vocabulary, also will improve your speech, as well as your knowledge about grammar as well. So thank you for reaching the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it.